Ernest Hemingway led what would have been considered by most to be a fulfilling life. He participated in both world wars and was even present during the liberation of Paris. He traveled extensively, raised a family, was a recipient of the Nobel Prize, and survived multiple near-death experiences, ultimately becoming one of the most prolific writers of his time. In his work, Hemingway wrote simple prose and was celebrated as being one of the best narrative writers America had ever seen. He focuses on war, adventure, love, and loss, and many believe he drew on his own life experiences in crafting his themes. Many of his works are now considered American classics. Despite all of this, Hemingway was plagued with loneliness, callousness, and a drinking problem, all of which led to his ending his own life.
No writer who knows the great writers who did not receive the prize can accept it other than with humility. There is no need to list these writers. Everyone here may make his own list according to his knowledge and his conscience. It would be impossible for me to ask the ambassador of my country to read a speech in which a writer said all of the things which are in his heart. Things may not be immediately discernible in what a man writes, and in this sometimes he is fortunate. But eventually they are quite clear, and by these and the degree of alchemy that he possesses, he will endure or be forgotten. Writing at its best is a lonely life. Organizations for writers palliate the writer's loneliness, but I doubt if they improve his writing. He grows in public stature as he sheds his loneliness, and often his work deteriorates. For he does his work alone, and if he is a good enough writer, he must face eternity, or the lack of it, each day. For a true writer, each book should be a new beginning, where he tries again for something that is beyond attainment. He should always try for something that has never been done, or that others have tried and failed. Then, sometimes, with good luck, he will succeed. How simple the writing of literature would be if it were only necessary to write in another way what has been well written. It is because we have had such great writers in the past that a writer is driven far out past where he can go, out to where no one can help him. I have spoken too long for a writer. A writer should write what he has to say and not speak it. Again, I thank you.
We can see Hemingway's melancholy coming through in his short story, A Clean, Well-Lighted Place, published in 1933. In this story, a deaf old man frequents a cafe late at night to drink, much to the chagrin of an impatient waiter. The young waiter has no compassion for the old man, even when it is revealed that he attempted to commit suicide the previous week. The older waiter is compassionate and seems to understand loneliness and the need for people to have a decent place in which to drown their sorrows. Though Hemingway was still young at the time, he had already developed the habitual drinking problem, and much of his personality could be attributed to his time spent at war. Here we can see what he expresses about writing. Loneliness manifests itself in the old man sitting in the cafe, and even in the older waiter who finds solace in a clean, well-lighted place.